Hi everyone, I just thought I'd give you a quick video. We've had a door spring failure here. The manufacturer of the door on a Knaus Sunliner is Hartal, and neither Knaus nor Hartal have been the slightest bit helpful, so we've ended up having to make a spring ourselves. So bear with and I'll run you through the process. Unfortunately, there's a dog not included. Here's the mechanism here. This is a picture of the mechanism that you've just seen, and this little quadrant here locks into this thing that you saw there, and then there's the actuator, and this part needs to get pushed backwards. So on that plate you can see there was that little nodule, and there's a spring. So the spring that came off it, which was, as you can see, is broken, was 30 thou or 13 standard wire gauge. If you get some 1mm piano wire, you can get it from B&Q if you want, or you can order it online. It's 39 thou, so it's a little bit thick. So whereas you can see that's got one winding, make sure that you don't make a spring with two windings, because it's actually too thick to go over this boss. So just make one with one winding there, and when you make it, make sure you do it with the right hand. So this is the way it should be and this is the way it shouldn't be. Can you see I've pointed the little curvy bit here that hooks over, focus, over this little part here, which you can see just there in the picture. Just make sure you do that. So we'll have a go at fitting, and I'll post another pic in a moment to show you how to make the spring itself as well. So that little boss there is about 10mm diameter. If you use a 10mm bar, you'll find that the coil, because it wants to naturally open up, will end up too large and it won't be a snug fit. So I've got a screwdriver here just held in the vise. It's about 8mm diameter. Take your wire, cut off plenty, don't be skimpy, yeah, cut off plenty because you're going to need to get hold of it. And literally you're going to wind it round, but make sure when you bring the bottom half over, bring it back over this way so that the coil is nice and tight. So you watch closely, even though it's starting over there, we'd want to come over here, bring it over that way, yeah, so it's nice and tight. And then you can pull it down, tighten it up, undo the vise, slide it off, and there's your spring. You can cut it off to whatever length that you need. Yep. Okay, and then we can bend that little hook that I showed you. I need a different pair of pliers for that, but you can bend the hook over however you want it, yeah? So let me just show you with this, and there's the little hook. Okay, right then folks, I reckon we've figured it. Put the old spinacles on. So that is the torsion spring that we've replaced, and that just pushes this quadrant back against this actuator mechanism, which is from the handle outside. And then this arrangement here is the bit that slides backwards and forwards, so up and down, yeah, when you you go to operate the mechanism. And when you lock it, and you see it moves across to the left, goes into this quadrant that then stops this actuator here from engaging. You see, nothing happens, yeah. And when I operate the lock from the inside, you can see it pops back out, allowing the door to open. What's key is these three bars here go onto these three locations here. This little arrangement here is quite awkward to get. You can leave everything else connected. This one down here, this one down here, they can stay connected. Just pop this circlip off, this circlip, and then this arrangement will come off. Notice behind there, there's another torsion spring there. Can you just see it there? Focus. And that runs round a bearing here and it bears against the bottom surface here, and then to help it on its way there's another little coil torsion spring there that goes between that pin and that pin, and it just helps this mechanism backwards and forwards. So I hope that's all right, and it's a little bit more informative because nobody else seems to have done a comprehensive video on YouTube. So I will speak to you later. Thanks gang, and have a good day. Please like and subscribe.